It's been amazing to see what God has done in the life of our church over the past few years. We've seen people come to faith in Christ, be baptized right here in this worship center. We've seen this church send people out. Think about it. We've created a family of churches. We were able to replant Northwood Berkeley and Northwood Wando Woods, and it's been an amazing journey to see those churches live again. You probably remember about a year and a half ago that we showed you some plans to expand this campus, because over the past few years we've seen people grow in their faith, be discipled, but we've also seen just a large number of people choose to make Northwood their home church, and that's caused just a lot of growing pains in a very good way on our campus. You know that we have outgrown our children's ministry space, we've outgrown our student ministry space, we've even in a lot of ways outgrown our education space. And so about a year and a half ago, we showed you a plan to expand our children's ministry area, to build a new student ministry building, to build a new social hall, to build a new education building. And we talked about a year and a half ago of phasing that out. And so we're ready. We're ready to begin phase one of our building project by constructing a new student ministry building and also expanding our current children's ministry facility. And we could not be more excited because these needs are very real, and we can't wait to provide more space for our students and for our children and for their parents as we continue to disciple the next generation of Christ followers. Now, I want you to know this very clearly. The church is not a building. We talk about that all the time, and you know that. The church is not a building. The church is the people. We are the church. We are the church together, gathering on a regular basis to learn together, to grow together, to worship together. But man, you know this like I do. The building is a helpful resource to have. And over the years, you can think about all the things that have happened on this campus. Maybe in your own life, you can think about some times where you were on this campus and God spoke to you, maybe through a sermon in a very significant way. Some of you can remember on this campus when you yourself placed your faith in Jesus Christ. There are some dads watching right now that you can remember when you had the opportunity to baptize your own child in these baptismal waters here in this worship center. These buildings, they're not the church. You are the church. But these buildings have allowed us to do the work of the ministry right here on Green Ridge Road in our community. And we just simply need more space. We want to continue to be a blessing to our community. We want to continue to live on the mission of God, and we want to do that well. We want to see even more children come to our church and hear the good news. We want to see even more students come and be on our campus and hear the good news. And so by us taking a huge step of faith to build new buildings, we are creating space for our faith family to be able to continue to serve God well here and also wherever else God leads us as we equip and train followers of Jesus here on our campus to then go out into the community or wherever God leads to make disciples of all nations. And so I want you to see the vision with me. I want you to see what could take place on our campus as our children's ministry continues to grow, as our student ministry continues to grow. And I want you, along with me, to connect your faith to the future. Hey, over the next few weeks, we're going to challenge you. We're going to challenge you to pray as to how God would lead you to help us to accomplish this dream of seeing new facilities to help us to continue to serve well our students and our children. We're going to ask you to pray that God would lead you to be generous as He desires for you to be, so we can accomplish this dream together. We're going to ask you to give big, to give sacrificially, to give with your heart, looking toward the next generation and what God would have for this next generation as you connect your faith to the future. Our goal, our desire, is to raise $5 million. That is the number that it's going to take to build these buildings and to equip them well for the work that we want to see accomplished in these buildings. So right now, we need you. We need you to pray. We need you to talk with your spouse and your children and begin to talk and pray about how we together can make this dream a reality. I know that you know the need is there. And so let us come together now and begin to pray and work together to make this dream a reality, that we might be a people who connect our faith to the future